Hello learners, this is Sheetal Shende from Dadasai Balpande College of Diploma in Pharmacy, Besa, Nagpur. Today in this video I am going to present a LED on carbonatives which is included in the syllabus of first year of subject pharmacognosy. Now coming to the learning objectives. After watching this video, the learners will be able to understand the concept of carbonatives. They will be able to identify the sources of drugs used as carbonatives. They will be able to identify the morphological characters of drugs used as carbonatives and apply the pharmacognostic study of the crude drugs for the detection of adulteration. So now let's begin with the topic. What are carbonatives? Carbonatives are the drugs which expel the gases from the gastrointestinal tract by increasing peristalsis. Or you can also say these are the soothing medicaments that acts by relieving pain in the stomach and intestine and expels the flatulence and gas from the GIT by increasing peristalsis. So these compounds generally facilitates increasing gastric emptying and mildly irritation to the gastric mucosa so that the peristalsis is increased and thereby relieves the cramps and expels the gases. I hope you must have got this. These are few examples of the carbonative drugs which are used: cardamom, ginger, fennel, clove, coriander and black pepper. Now it's the time for reflection spot. In this I am going to ask a question. You can see the question. Under which conditions you can advise to take carbonatives? You can pause the video and write down the answers for it. I hope you must have written the answer. So carbonatives are can be used in many conditions. For example, you may use it in indigestion, gastric discomfort and even in loss of appetite. As I have already said, many crude drugs can be used as carbonatives, or there are many drugs which are available which are used as carbonatives. So I have taken one drug which is used as carbonative, that is fennel, to explain the pharmacognostic study. Now to explain the pharmacognostic study, it includes the synonym of the drug, its biological source, their method of cultivation and collection, uses and so on. So on the screen you can see the synonym of fennel fruit, that is fennel fruits, Fructus feniculum, saw or body shapes. So synonym of the drug generally means the name or the alternative term identical to the official title of the drug. So for fennel you have fennel fruits or saw or body shape. Now moving towards the biological source. In biological source, the details of the natures of the drug, part of the plant use, its systemic name and limit of the active constituents are mentioned. So here you can see that it is dry fruits of plant Feniculum vulgare Miller, belonging to family Umbelliferae, where Umbelliferae is the name of the family and Feniculum vulgare is the biological name of the drug. Now coming towards the geographical distribution. In geographical distribution, it includes the habitat or the source therefrom the drug is obtained commercially. So fennel is cultivated mostly in Russia, Germany, France, and in India it is cultivated in Gujarat, Punjab, Maharashtra. Next, moving towards the cultivation and collection. Now cultivation, the normal requirements for the systemic cultivation or systematic cultivation are to be studied with reference to the soil, rain, altitude and other climatic conditions. And these drugs are generally collected when they are rich in their chemical constituents. So as you can see, the sowing of the seeds is done by the dibbling method. So dibbling method means placing the seeds in the hole made in the seed bed and then covering it. So fennel is cultivated by the dibbling method. Quality fruits of good germination rate are sown just before the spring. Free branching of the herb and specific arrangement of the leaves on the stems require plenty of space, and therefore the distance between the two plants is 25 centimeters. 4 to 5 seeds are put in a time in the holes in between them. The well drained, and you can see the soil requirements are, it requires well drained and calcareous soil, and it is very favorable in the sunny situation. So for sunny situation is very favorable for the cultivation of fennel. Now the morphological or the organoleptic characters of fennel. So for the identification of the fruit drug, it may be done by the organoleptic characters. In general, we see the color, odor, taste, size and shape of the drug are studied. So in case of fennel, you can see the color is green to yellowish brown. The odor of the drug is sweet and aromatic. Taste is strongly aromatic and mucilaginous. Size is 5 to 10 into 2 to 4 millimeter in width, and the shape of the fruit is straight or slightly curved. Now, if you can see on the screen, they are the chemical constituents. So the chemical constituents, the utility of the drug is due to the chemicals which are present in the drug. They contain therapeutically active constituent as well as therapeutically inactive constituents. So you can see the active constituent of the fennel fruit is volatile oil, and the volatile oil mainly contains phenchone, ketone, phenolic ether and anethole. The sweet taste of the fennel fruit is due to the anethole. The other constituents which are present in the drug are proteins in 20%, fixed oil, filandrine and limonene. Now let's move towards the uses. The drugs having the various uses along with the carminative. So it is used as carminative, it is used as aromatic, stimulant and flavoring agent. Pharmaceutically, it is used as a flavoring agent. It is also an expectorant. Now finally we are watching the adulterants with which the fruits are adulterated or fennel is adulterated. Fennel is commonly adulterated with exhausted fennel fruits, which can be distinguished by the various tests. So first, if in the picture it is showing that the fruits are exhausted one, the fruits from which the volatile oil is removed by treating with alcohol, which contains very less percentage of volatile oil and have a typical odor of fuse oil. Such fruits do not contain phenchone, and if the fruits are exhausted by application of steam, they look dark or greenish brown in color and contain only a traces of volatile oil, and they sink in water. So that's all for the adulterants. I hope you must have got the idea about the study of fennel fruit and the learning objectives are achieved. Thank you very much.